Oh, that was terrible. What Airbnb property makes the most money? Let's dive into it. Let's go. Everybody asks me all the time, Chi, should I get a big house? Should I get a studio? Should I get a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom? What property should I get? Well, my answer is, get the property that pays you the most money. Now the magic question is, how do you find out what property makes you the most money? Well, this really depends, okay? It depends where you live, where you're at, and what type of demand there is in your area. For example, if you live in an area, that wine. For example, if you live in an area where people travel usually in groups of 2s or 3s, and if you get a property that is 5 bedrooms, nobody's gonna book your property. They're not gonna pay you the price that you want. And the reverse happens. If you live in an area where people travel in groups of 10s to 16s, and you have a 1-bedroom property, chances are your 1-bedroom is not big enough to host their group size, right? So you're missing out on bookings there. So first and foremost, we need to determine what type of demand is in your area. For that, really simple. You go to AirDNA and it tells you average party size right there on AirDNA. By the way, if this is helpful so far, remember, hit the like button and make a comment below. Drop a comment, tell me where you're hosting at or where you want to host. Okay, now number 2, in order to find out what makes you the most money, we have to determine what you can obtain these properties for. If you're practicing the arbitrage model, how much are you renting it for? If you're an investor, how much are you buying this property for and how much are you paying for your mortgage, taxes, property insurance, and short-term rental insurance, okay? Because you want to be doubled insured if you own this property. Now that we've determined party size, demand, and how much you can obtain your property for, it is important now to find out how much this specific type of property is going to make on AirDNA. That way you can determine your net income on Airbnb, okay? So again, really simple way is just to go on AirDNA, filter out your specific property type. Say for example, you find out that the average party size in your area is 6 people. You're going to want at least a 3-bedroom to cater to the 6 people, right? Just to have them, just so that your guests can be comfortable. You don't want to cram them up into a little 1 or 2-bedroom, right? You're gonna get bad reviews. So remember, everything you do is for the long run, for the long term. You gotta think long, right? You wanna be consistent. When you get a property, you want amazing reviews, so make sure that you get adequate space and furnish your place nice to accommodate your guests so that you give them the 5-star experience. So now, filter out on AirDNA and just make sure that whatever it is you make, the gross amount is at least $2,000 net at the end of the month, okay? Net, not gross at the end of the month. So you need to make at least $2,000 profit after all your bills are paid. We're talking your rent and utilities if you're practicing the arbitrage model. And if you are an investor, we're talking about your mortgage, your property taxes, your property insurance, and your short-term rental insurance and utilities. These 5 things. Make sure everything is covered. You have $2,000 left at the end of the month, and that is a stellar deal. Now I'm gonna give you guys an example on a screen share so you can see exactly what I do, okay? Now you guys here on AirDNA, you can see the average group size is 7.8 guests. That means you're gonna want at least a 3-bedroom, right? 3+ bedroom. But right now I have it filtered down to 2 bedrooms, okay? So you guys can take a look. As we scroll through, you can see that I want you to pay attention to daily rate and occupancy rate, okay? Forget revenue. You wanna make sure you get a high daily rate and high occupancy rate combo. So as you scroll through, you look at all these, you can see that most of these are occupied 80, 90%, some 40, some 70, some 25, right? It tells you that it's a wide variety. So people who obviously are more booked just simply means that they're better operators, okay? Now, let's take a look. I clicked on this property and this is the property that came up. This is a 75% occupied property. This is a 2-bedroom at $215 a night. So we're gonna go over here, we're gonna go to Zillow and see what we can find it for, okay? Go to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and let's filter this down to 2 bedrooms. So 2 bedrooms in this area goes for about, $200,000 to $300,000, even a $600,000 property. You're probably gonna wanna skip out on that $600,000 property. Oh, look at these over here. Look at these little gems. All right, what are these? These are condos for 190 grand. Whoa. All right, let's take a look at the internal condition. We have carpet. Again, remember, what's the number one rule? Never get a property with a carpet, okay? So these are older dated properties. It's not like the comp. So the ones that are similar to the comp, oh, look at this. Okay, this is great. All right, this is similar to the comp. 230 grand for a 768 square foot property, which makes sense for our comp there. And you can see that your mortgage payment is $1,180. You can make, on average, about $200 a night, so that makes sense. You're more than doubling your mortgage because at a 70% occupancy, you're already making, what is that, $200 a night? You're making 4,200 bucks, okay? And your mortgage is $1,100. So does that make sense? Absolutely. So now, what if we turned it up a notch and went to a 3-bedroom property instead? So let's take a look over here. We're gonna come here, filter for 3 instead of 2. Boom. Now we can see that our daily rate now, it's instead of 200, now we're going up to 400. But this 3-bedroom justify the cost. Look at this. $396 a night at a 68% occupancy, $360 at a 90% occupancy. I mean, 490% occupancy. These are 3 bedrooms. Now you can see that we're catering towards the demand now, okay? So we're gonna go back over here to Zillow and swap it instead from 2-bedroom over to 3. So you can see that prices didn't really go up that much. The average property was about $350,000, right? Now we're up to $450,000. You know, we have some at $300,000. Let's take a look at these. Okay, so the $300,000 range, you have more of the dated properties. Let's take a look at a property at $350,000. Let's see here. At $350,000, okay, $350,000, these are more like the comps now. It has carpet, we can change that out. Kitchen's a little bit dated, we can change that. But let's take a look at the 400 range. Let's take a look at this, 470,000. Your mortgage is now $900 more, okay? Keep that in mind. But you're making a solid $200 more per night. So does that make sense? $350 at 80% occupancy, which is 24 nights. Let's take a look at what that is, okay? So we have $350 times 24 nights per month. We have $8,400 per month of rental income. Okay, so you see, that is how you find the most profitable properties. A lot of people, you know, they skip the proper steps of doing research. Okay, so right now, what I'm teaching you guys is just very, very basic research. In the description, there's a link to my premium course where you can skip all of this and I show you something way more robust, and at a snap of a finger, you find the most profitable area and property type. Forget scrolling through each one of these and trying to find them one by one. You might not even be in the right area right now, right? So I hope you skip all of that and find the most profitable property right away, bar none, okay? So let's just take a look at a few more, just in case, okay? So let's take a look at this one for $480,000. So this is a condo and it's quite dated. So let's take a look at this one over here. This looks nice, I like this. Whoa, yeah, this looks better than our comp on Airbnb, and it's only for $400,000, and you're looking at your mortgage payment dropped by $200, and you can make upwards of $8,000 a month with this property. Have a solid 80% occupancy rate. I mean, this is a fantastic buy. So you guys, this is just one area, and I can teach you guys how to find these properties or these types of areas anywhere, any state. It doesn't have to be Tennessee or anything like that. Wherever you're at, more than likely surrounding you within a 45-minute drive are areas that can cash flow heavy, 3 to 4 times your mortgage payment, 2 to 3 times your rent payment, you know, whatever it is, I can show you how to get there. So make sure you guys hit the like button, share this video, and if you want my premium course, check it out, it's in the description. If I can do this, you can too. By the way, don't forget to follow me, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all at Airbnb University.